welcome back. Thank you for joining us for our post show with a bit more of a cozy setting, and it's me and it's Giga as well. But we have once again a very special guest. We have the game director. We have Nikita with us for a few questions about Tarkov, a few questions about Arena as well, because you told us earlier, people were waiting for this, but Arena is coming out tomorrow. It'll start releasing tomorrow. So I imagine that people have a few questions about the game in general. So let's start with a few questions about Tarkov in general. I think you had our first question.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for taking the time to sit down with us. It's an absolute pleasure. But I must ask you the question that we always ask, which is, when is wipe?
When is wipe? Soon. Of course. It's almost the same every single year when it comes to New Year's patch, the big one, it comes to wipe. And it will not be on a Christmas, if you want to know that. So, yeah.
So no Christmas present in that case. But maybe you can already tell us, though, what the new wipe will bring to the game.
A lot of new stuff, actually. You will see it in the trailer, because we're preparing the trailer for that, of course. The new location, the new mechanics, the BTR, new guns, new mechanics related to movement, shoulder switching and everything. Actually, we've shown a lot of stuff on podcasts, so you'll see like a lot of new stuff.
Yeah, it's really exciting what's coming up in the next wipe. But, we keep seeing different mechanics added, new stuff coming to the game, but we know that you want to release it eventually. So when do you think we're going to actually start to see the first story quests and the real EFT?
So the story quests are they will concealed, not like concealed, that will be put into the release version of the game. As I said, like before, we plan to add them in the release version. So just before that, the wide audience of the beta testing will not test it out. So it will be the kind of unique feature that you will receive only with the release version. And it will be when there will be a release of the game. And it's not so far, unfortunately. I'm saying it every single year, actually.
It'll be soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
But
it's always something, yeah. It's always something that moves our expectations.
It happens. But regarding those versions, the Edge of Darkness version, we know it's only available for a few more days. Are you planning on bringing that back eventually, or are you planning on bringing different versions to the game?
So, yeah, the EOD version will be removed from the store. It doesn't mean that it will be removed from your side, like you will be blocked or something. No, we just remove the ability to purchase the EOD version. And there is a possibility that we will add the new one sometimes later. So you just need to wait.
Okay. Now, I know that the Streets map is extremely popular. Lots of people love it. It is typically people's favorite map. It's really well designed, but it is a struggle for some players to run. Yeah. So I'd just love to hear what you have to say about some of the performance that's coming to it. We know you're working on it because the expansion's already been delayed for it, but I think just more people want to play that map. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Yeah,
like the expansions are still planned. But of course, if we will try to add more stuff to already overcomplicated location, it will draw the additional performance. So that's why we decided to not to freeze it out, but to wait and see how the new optimization tactics will work in the game. And it's also linked to the new render system that we are started to implement. So eventually, we will see the totally new visuals of EFT. And so far, it looks really differently, and it actually kind of frightens me because literally the game looks like different game, and it means that we will need to re-implement the methods and tools for the optimization. That's why we are kind of postponed the big works related to Streets, just to see how the new graphics, how the new visuals will work, and how exactly we should optimize them. But yes, we will not add in anything to Street because we're trying to optimize it because literally it's the most complicated location, I think, in the history of video games, I guess. In the class of games like multiplayer games, large-scale locations and everything, the overall detalization is the single-player kind of detalization, and it's too much for the multiplayer game, but still I want to keep that level of detail to give you the feel of single-player game, not only to use building as some kind of volume to find loot. It's also every single room We want to share the story behind it. And that means that it brings a lot of additional detalization. And of course, it's not so easy for the performance of the game. But we will work it out eventually, because there is a lot of new techniques. I think we will make it real.
Understandable, but sounds good for the future. Now, to cater a bit more towards Arena, because people are obviously very excited to play Arena, and we have just finished day 2 of our tournament. What are your current impressions from this tournament so far?
Like, I'm literally can't believe what's going on right now here. Because for me personally, it's still like a dream, because I never thought that it would be so massive with all this equipment, all this work, like live operations and everything. For me, it's a really new experience for every guy from the team. And so far, it's pretty good, especially for the kind of early builds. They are not totally balanced and everything, and still it's playable. And most of all, it's like a show, and it's really cool to watch. So far, we are happy what we see. Of course, we are constantly noting down the feedback, the bugs, the balancing issues, and everything. So we never stop working, even right now. So far, it's been great for us.
Excellent. What are your thoughts at the moment about esports in general and how Tarkov kind of fits into that ecosystem? Like, how do you see that?
That's another interesting part, because literally, it's so obscure to see such kind of games, such kind of game in the esports. Because literally, all the shooters, the FPS genre in esports is like simplified gameplay, to learn patterns, to learn like the style, to be like a pro and to learn the moves. But EFT, it's not like this. EFT like has a vast like different kind of mechanics and features and parameters and characteristics. It all combined some, I don't know, realistic experience. And for the esports, it's kind of strange to see, but it works somehow. So yeah, it's interesting, because there is a really big amount of roles that you can play in EFT Arena, and it's good, because you can have an advantage in many different aspects of the game, because literally it's the same EFT, and you still need to learn. And it's not like the other games that you're kind of know what to do, especially when you came from other games. With EFT Arena, it works partially, but still you need to combine the mindset of the typical FPS player and the EFT player, and it's good. I like what I see. Everybody likes, I guess. It's interesting to watch again, and I think it will fit in as like something new, I hope.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think people are quite impressed with just combining the typical genre of Tarkov with a competitive shooter and then distilling it down. It's something a bit different. People are excited to see, the soldiers covering up bleeds and things within the match. It's something different that we haven't seen before. So what are then the future plans for Arena? Like, how do you see the road ahead?
Of course, it's like in the many things still ongoing. I'm not talking about the new locations, new game modes and everything, like customization of different game modes, like custom matches and everything, balancing presets, adding new features from EFT, because as we said before, like the features in EFT will be equally matched with the features of EFT Arena. So this is one part of the work. The other thing is combined, not like combined, to link EFT itself, the main account, with EFT Arena account, to have the simultaneously working features. Like you can earn progress, earn money to your main account. You can use your own character to play in Arena and everything. So this is what we are working right now. And further, like optimization and everything, balancing stuff. So something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Now, when people start to play Arena tomorrow, and some obviously will discover like, hey, I'm actually pretty good at this game, they will probably want to know, what are your plans for 2024? Will there be more tournaments?
Of course. So like, this is one of the reasons that we decided to make Arena, to be in esports, or at least try to be in esports, and make some kind of big tournaments for those who are interested in to play, to watch. So 100% the next year will be more majors, and they all will lead eventually to our own event called Tarkon. So yeah, something like this. I don't know, it's still planned. We'll see how it will go. But yeah, most likely the finals will be on our own big event somewhere. And I don't know where it will be and when, but eventually it will be.
That sounds amazing. I mean, in terms of competitive play, we've talked a bit about Arena. Obviously, people still love the base game of Tarkov, and players compete in the main game of Tarkov as well. And we see these mixed formats. It's not just the pure competitive nature that we see in Arena. We have looting, we have AI kills, boss kills, all that kind of stuff in the base game. So how do you feel about those existing tournaments there? Will we continue to see them in the base game alongside bingo tournaments, things like Twitch Rivals, or is most of that going to move over to Arena, do you think?
It still will be going, because literally it's other type of gameplay, it's other type of show to see the tournament based on the original EFT game. They are different, but still pretty interesting to watch, because EFT is more like session-based and understandable in general. But custom EFT tournament-based, EFT-based tournaments, they are something new and also interesting to watch. So we will not say no to them. So 100% we will continue with Rivals and everything, Evasion, and so on.
Excellent.
Awesome. Well, this concludes our questions that we had for this Q&A. Once again, thank you so much for taking the time to answer these questions for us. It was an honor to have you on the stage with us. But I was also told that when we close things off, because this is the final thing we'll have for today, you'll be doing a bit of a DJ set for us on stage.
Yes, I think so, because we still have so much time left. I can play music if you want.
Yeah,
okay.
We'd love to hear it.
love to. That would be very good.
It's not like my professional actual expertise, but I'm loving it, and yeah, this is what gives me, the vibe of happiness.
Yeah, I mean, you may not think so, but a lot of your music's in the game, and people really enjoy that. So I think it's part of the heart and soul of the community, right?
People think that if I will play music, that I will play my own tracks. It's not, because literally it's other type of music. It's more like dance music and everything. But it's hard to dance on the Gene Burn music, because it's too heavy for that. But again,
sounds very good.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We'll listen to you playing some tracks for us then in your DJ set.
Okay.
Thank you so much. But that does conclude what we have for this in the Q&A. So stick around for the DJ set with Nikita. And after that, we will see you again tomorrow for our best of 3 lower final, the show match, and the grand final as well. Thank you.